Hello, my friends. Welcome from wherever you are in the world. So happy to connect with all of you. That I wanted to emphasize again that part of what we're up to is creating presence and moving from fear to love through presence. One of the things we say about our work is that we specialize in the how of consciousness. You'll have a lot of people telling you what, but very few people saying, how do you do that? And so we've really specialized in what's the whole body experience? How can I use my whole being, not only to presence myself, but to be able to engage in the world effectively and by choice? And so one of the keys there is how can I choose where I put my attention? And I'd like you to just evaluate right now, as you look back over the last week, how much choice have you experienced about how you're choosing to use your attention? So, for example, have you been able to say, I'm not going to give attention to that right now. I'm going to give attention to this because that's where I'm wanting to put my attention? Or have you had a lot of experiences of, oh my God, and oh my God, yes, and being captured in various ways where you either forget yourself or you get totally absorbed in how much is coming at you? So, loop of awareness is a very simple but very effective process that can allow you to gain more choice in how you're using your awareness and your attention. I think of awareness as the big pool of consciousness, and attention is how you're aiming it. So give yourself a chance to notice what your energy level is right now, or what your stress level is, because you can go from either direction, either what shifts in my stress level or what shifts in my aliveness level. And so just let yourself take a little note of how alive are you feeling this morning, and or how stressed are you feeling right now. And you might even give yourself a number between 0 and 10. 0 would be blah on the floor, and 10 would be woohoo. So, and if you're an 11, a 12, or a 13, I'm looking at you, Glenn, go ahead and note that down. So take a moment and note your energy level, stress level right now, so that you'll have a way of assessing, because this is a simple, effective tool. And when we combine it with love scoops, you can really make a shift in your state without noticing it. And there's a part of the brain that wants to keep track of that. So let's honor the left brain that wants to go, okay, where's the data? So you're going to create your own data today. What's the beginning data, and then what's the end data? So I'm going to just check that for myself and have you check that. And you might also notice, like I'm noticing a couple of areas, like my right knee and the back of my neck are feeling a little bit gritchy today. So if you've got, your body is speaking to you like, hey, hey, just make a note of that. Okay. And today I wanted to review some of the basics of loop of awareness so that you can easily incorporate them into your day. So one is I'd like you to start by just opening and closing your eyes. So deliberately opening and closing your eyes. And I'd like you to notice, hopefully, how easy that is. You're just simply opening and closing your eyes. So now take a moment to open and close your eyes with a lot of effort. Like, I'm really opening them, I'm really squinching them, and really opening them. And you can have the thought, well, I'm really doing something here, I'm really working at it. But is it really necessary? So opening and closing your eyes can be very simple. So just return to, so if you're opening and closing, it's a little bit different than blinking, because you're deliberately closing and then opening. And when you close, I'd like you to simply do a little scan through your body, like a little whoosh through your body, like, how am I today? And when you open your eyes, I'd like you to look out with the, how are you today? And then closing your eyes again and checking in, and you might check with the body sensation. And that is just letting your attention land on a body sensation. And then opening your eyes and letting your attention land on something outside of you. It could be something in near space or it could be something in far space. And let yourself do that another couple of times where you close your eyes and tune inward, and you open your eyes and you tune outward. And I'd like to add to that what I think of one of the main purposes for practicing loop of awareness is that I'm able to gather, aim, and land my attention. So all three of those skills give us more choice. So if I'm just at the effect of what's going on around me, I'm like in a pinball machine and my attention has nothing to do with me and my choice. So what I'd like you to play with now, since when you're first beginning, opening and closing your eyes can be very helpful, but it's not really a good idea to move around in the world that way. It's better to have your eyes open when you're moving around in the world. So is it possible to gather, give, and land your attention somewhere in your body? And notice how you land it. Are you landing it like a helicopter, or you are landing it like a sprinkler? Are you landing it like a jet spray? Or are you landing it like wispy? So just notice gathering and aiming and landing. And I notice some of you letting your body respond, which I really want to encourage you to do. So, however, your attention awakens movement and awakens breath, that's wonderful. Just go ahead and let that happen. So, as you're giving attention to yourself, gather your attention and let it land. Like I'm going to let mine land like a shower on my body. And the shower going over my body. Oh, and that's great. And I just felt some kind of tingly in my legs as my attention was going over my legs. And so I felt like doing a little wiggling. So that kind of attention can take you into then some fear melters, which is great also for waking up your body. And then gather your attention and send it out some way. And I'm going to send mine like a cloud that's going over. I'm going to send it out and let it just travel over this tree that's outside my window. So we forget that we have the power to gather and to aim and then also to land. And as you're practicing this, like going now to inside yourself, gathering your attention, and I'd like you to gather this time by doing a couple of love scoops. So you're scooping in some love, you're reaching out there and you're scooping in some love, reaching and scooping in, and then noticing where you want to let that land in you. Ah, and I'm going to let mine land around my neck like a scarf. So notice, how would you like to have it land? I was just having the image of one of those suction cups that you can put on a window and then hang something on it, but you got to really get it fastened to the window. So notice if you're having the impulse to let your attention land like a suction cup, like, man, I'm here, I gotcha, rather than, oh, hello, so nice to see you. So we have this huge range of how we can gather and send and land our attention. So let yourself play with, when you land it, notice how your whole body may want to participate with that. So you can also, when you're sending it out this time, send it out. I have several people that I know who are facing various kinds of challenges, and you can send it, gather and send and land it on somebody that may be thousands of miles away. And so I'm going to land mine like this delicious, friendly jellyfish that's settling over and surrounding my friend with lots of love and breath and space. Hmm. And I know, and I want you to be able to know from your experience that you can touch people without being in the same space. You can send your awareness, your love, your connection to other people, and they will get it. They will receive it. And so that can be included in your practice. And I'd like you to find a new way of, first of all, coming back to you and doing some love scoops. So you're gathering, it's like, you're gathering the chicks, or you're gathering all of, like this morning, I was gathering cardboard to take it out to recycling. So I'm gathering and then letting it land on you in a way that feels friendly and maybe a little bit new. Mm. And even though you're muted, let yourself be aware that there may be sound that wants to come with this. There may be sound that comes with landing. There may be sound that comes with the sending of your attention. And just returning to it's very easy. So humans have a very strong what's wrong program. So, like if I say, give attention to yourself, almost everybody looks for what's wrong. And we also have a let's figure out what to do about it and fix it program. And the two of those kind of keep us up in our heads. So take a moment to notice how you have been headifying yourself rather than bodifying yourself. Like, what do I need to do to fix this? Oh, what's wrong now? Oh, here's another thing that's wrong. And let your hands and arms just kind of bodify that for a minute. So for me, it's a little bit pokey. It's a pokey kind of an energy of meh, 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 meh. It's a little woodpeckery, meh, 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 meh. But yours might be more whiny, or it might be brusque, the way that you talk to yourself. And now I'd like you to create a hmm, and give that attention to you. So I notice for me, this stiffness in my neck is beginning to move. And I can feel it wants to go into some oozing through my shoulder. So this may also open up for you, kind of what your body's wanting next. What's up next? What am I wanting? Mm. So returning to simple, giving attention in, giving attention out. And the key here is to circulate your attention. When I get stuck, when you get stuck, I predict that your attention will be stuck. And just simply circulating your attention, not circulating your attention with why is this happening to me? What's wrong? What do I need to do this? But simply circulating your attention, which is why we suggest the because that can interrupt the why and what's wrong habit. So, hmm, makes a huge difference in the availability of your creative energy to aim it at what you're wanting to be generating. So, as a matter of fact, let's take a moment to think of something going on in your life that you have considered a problem, a thing that you're dealing with right now with you or with other people or with the world. And I'd like you to place it somewhere outside of you. Take it from you and place it outside somewhere. And I'd like you to just simply circulate your attention. Giving attention to you. So gathering, locating, landing, and circulating to the and landing on that. And then back to you. And simply find your own pace for a friendly, yep, that's there. Here I am. Yep, that's there. And I can find myself, I'm kind of looking around it from different angles. And when I create the that generates curiosity. So curiosity plus your attention is magical. So what I invite you to do this week, when you get into the, you get stuck on something, I'd like you to just simply, I like to sometimes use my hands to remind me, sending my attention out, sending my attention in. And then just notice how many circulations before you start to feel more flow. And I predict that you'll find that you're moving into flow if you let yourself simply practice. And then that gives you the ability to create rather than recycle. So on this summer day, that's what I want to leave you with, and appreciate very much your participation. It was very fun to play with you today. Yay. I was also just reminded of something that we're going to be incorporating in our classes. I found out recently that the most popular game in the whole world is peekaboo. And so we can have a little peekaboo as we're running around. Peekaboo. So you can unmute yourself and play a little peekaboo with others. Because we play peekaboo with ourselves too. Like, oh, I'm not really here. I'm not really doing it. Oh, hello.
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 Hello, you.
All right, wonderful. So you're welcome to stay on the call, and until next time, check your baseline. Check your baseline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, check your baseline right now.
Thank you so
changing
much.
your baseline, huh? Yeah. All right.
Grateful for you.
Thank you, everybody.